Procrastination is something which is not helping you to grow your business, or maybe if you have some idea to work on, if you have some dreams, if you have some vision to work on, if you are facing some procrastination issues, or if you are finding difficulties in terms of personal behavioral issues, or if procrastination is something which is stopping you to achieve anything and everything which you want in your life, and this particular video is going to help you to beat the procrastination. And most important part, I would like to say, you are not a procrastinator, you have just a habit of procrastinating. And most important part, before diving deep into how we can eliminate procrastination while we are building our business, while we are working for our dreams, or maybe while we are working for the things which we want in our life to achieve the desirable results. So this is something which we need to overcome, and this is something which everyone who are successful in their business, everyone who has successful in any area of their life, they have mastered in this particular game. And this is something which is a habit, I would say. And yes, everyone is imperfect. There is no word in this world that is perfect, or maybe who is mastered. It's all about mastering any game, or all about mastering any of the skill or any of the habit. And we all face some personality, maybe the productivity issues, or maybe we have some issues with our work routine, discipline, and everything. I will just deep dive, and I will decode how we can fix this thing to get most out of our time, so that we can just achieve anything and everything whatever we want in just less amount of time. By working less amount of hours, we will be able to generate that amount of result in our life. All right, before jumping into this particular content, those people who are watching me for the very first time, I am Tapesh, and in this particular video I will be going to discuss how we can beat procrastination, because this is one of the burning topic which has literally ignited me to create content on this, because I have personally faced this issue from long time. And I have few of my fellow I would say fellow colleagues, or maybe few friends who are also facing the same kind of issues. And I just deep dive, and I also applied the same strategies in my life. And I also I also understood the way and how it works, and how we can just beat a procrastination to get the things done. Alright, so most important part, you have to understand and you have to acknowledge the fact that you are not a procrastinator, but you have the habit of procrastination. This is just an habit, just a habit. Alright, so habits can change. We can just change any of our habits, any of the pattern which is igniting, which is giving the trigger, and we can literally change the way it behaves, the outcome. Alright, so events will keep on happening in our life, but thing is that we need to get things rolling, we need to get things done for our business, for our dreams, or for our whatever. It may be health, it may be if you are working for any business, or if you are working for any relationship, so anything it may be. All right, so you have to keep the things going into circular motion, so that it produces a good result over the period of time. All right, so first things first, how we can get out of this procrastination. As I said, it's just a habit, and we need to break the habit pattern. So for everything, for every habit, there is a trigger, there is a reward. So if we understand what is the trigger, so before understanding the part of procrastination, we need to understand the trigger point. So trigger point is nothing but a stress. All right, so we are just blaming ourselves, we are just going into that zone of evaluating ourselves, instead of acknowledging that we have some stress. And everyone has stress, everyone has their own challenges in their life, everyone has different circumstances in their lives, and we all need to acknowledge that fact. And with the help of acknowledgement, we will be able to recognize the stress. All right, and yes, most important part, procrastination is something which we are saying to our mind that yes, I will do the thing later, but thing is that later never comes in our life. And this is something which I have personally faced for long years, I would say. All right, and again, every single day, no one is perfect. Every single day I'm just trying to be the better version of myself, be the person who has much more discipline, much more action plans, so something on that sort of And by working on myself, by just evaluating various of things which I just personally talk with myself, by evaluating the self talks, I understood that something which I need to change. I need to change the pattern of my thinking, I need to change the pattern of my behavior, and behavior is something which is related to stress. So whenever I'm procrastinating, so there is something called as stress, and that reward is okay. If this is something stressful work, then I will just postpone it. And by saying this, our mind is saying in smarter way that we won't do it. All right, so this is how our mind works, and we need to overcome that thing. And most important part, so that stress will automatically relieve if you take action. Whenever you are in stress, understand one thing, ask yourself one thing: what is the action you wanted to take but you are not taking? And that is the thing which is creating the stress, that is the thing which is creating the anxiety in your mind. And this is related to this is impacting the entire flow of your work. This is impacting the entire schedule, entire calendar, entire discipline. So most important part, we need to get organized. This is number one strategy, getting organized in the sense we need to have a plan, we need to have a calendar, and we need to block our times. Blocking our times, like for example, I just blocked my time to for 2 hours to record a few videos. So, and this is very important to understand how we can be, or how we can get more organized, how we can be more productive. All right. And second thing, we need to eliminate the distractions are everywhere, and this in this particular world of internet, there are huge area of distraction, and we need to acknowledge that as well, because with distraction we won't be able to work on the things which we need to do or which we supposed to do. So we need to eliminate distractions. So you just put your mobile on flight mode and block your time that and get things done. This is the pretty easiest funda which I have followed in my life, and you don't have to be pro, you don't have to master anything, but yes, automatically if you do those things over a period of some time, and it just take 21 days to create habit, and it will automatically form a new habit. And you just need to say to yourself that yes, I'm not a procrastinator, I am action taker. So this affirmation will automatically change the way you think, the way you take action, and this is very important. Right. Third thing what we need to do, that is prioritization. So prioritization, there are various of things which we need to do to build a business, to create a business, to run a business. So most important part, first things first, understand what is the 20% work which is producing 80% result. So there is something called as 80-20 principle. By working on 20% of the area, we can get 80% of the result. So focus on the thing which is producing 20%, which is producing 80% result, by giving 20%. So what is your most important criteria, what is your most important thing which you need to get done right now to accomplish the next goal? This is what we have to think. So you need to prioritize. If you don't have any goal, if you don't know where you are going, if you don't know what is your next action plan, you won't be able to prioritize, right? So you need to understand how we can set a goal which is sustainable, which is long term, which has long term vision. The next thing what we have, that is we need to set a deadline. Whenever there is a goal, we need to set a deadline, and it doesn't even matter whether you are achieving that goal, whether you are accomplishing that goal on the deadline, but you must have some deadline. And deadline is very important because that deadline gives a sense of urgency. It has some sense of blocking our mindset that yes, we need to complete this work within so and so amount of time, and this is very important. And by working on the deadlines, you will be automatically able to fix the procrastination habit. And last but not the least, as I said, there is a trigger and reward. So whenever we just procrastinate on something, there is a trigger. So that trigger, as I said, it might be stress, it might be something which you don't know, or maybe fear of unknown things. All right. So once you have the trigger, once you start on building your business, or maybe once you start working on your business, just set a reward. Okay, if I complete, maybe if I record 5 videos, or if I just complete the 7 days email email sequence or whatever. I'm just giving a random example. So once you complete that task what you assigned to yourself for the block amount of time, probably 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, just reward yourself. And reward in the sense, you don't have to buy something expensive. You can just reward, maybe I will just browse Facebook for a few hours, or maybe I will just watch a Netflix, something. What can anything can be as a reward, but it is just giving your mind that if I do this work, I will do that work, or I will get this that thing. This will help you to beat the procrastination. And most important part, you need to hold yourself accountable. Accountability is most important. And yes, if you are not accountable for the things what you are doing, it will take forever to grow, or forever to take your business to next level. And this is something which you need to learn. So accountability partner is something who helps you on every steps. Yes, this is the thing what you have to do, this is the task of the week, this is the task of the month. So this is how you can just synchronize on your calendar. This is how you can just add on your calendar, and you can just see, you can just mark how you are progressing. This is also important. Like if you have some data where you can just give insights to your mind that yes, I'm progressing, I'm on a progressive journey, then automatically that becomes the reward for a longer period of time. And this is something which is working very well for me, and that's why I thought to share on this particular video. So just let me know if you have any concerns, or if you are watching me for the very first time. As I said, you can just hit the like button. So till then, thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.